Hey guys, it's Chris.
And Stephanie.
Back once again with Central Station Toys in downtown Cleburne, Texas. And we're talking Lego Masters once again.
Yes.
Episode 7. We're coming down to the end. We got 5 teams left. And
Yes.
we're getting down to the nitty gritty and testing their abilities and pushing it a little bit.
Pushing the limits. It
Yeah.
really is stretching their abilities and capabilities in some cases.
So we're gonna do fill in the blank.
Last week was very challenging.
We're gonna do fill in the blank. This week was blank. Your turn. We don't have kids here to
stories.
We don't have kids here to give us boom chakalaka or whatever, or go dark or anything.
I'm gonna go in kid mode.
I'm very dark.
Are we there yet? That was hilarious. Oh my gosh. He was like, and then Will's like, get me out of here, save me. Sorry. That was funny.
Yeah, so this week was stories based on the fill in the blank type story where they gave the kids the option to put in certain
It was
nouns.
like Mad Libs.
Mad Libs,
And
yeah.
I like
But
Mad
they probably
Libs.
couldn't use Mad Libs because it was,
True.
Licensed
Copyrighted.
and copyrighted, and they didn't get the agreement, so they just made their own.
Trademark, whatever. Did you like Mad Libs?
I did. We played Mad Libs a lot, especially driving. Yeah, we did a lot in the car when we were.
We didn't have devices. So we actually wrote things in the car.
Wrote things in the car. Yeah, that's
Even
exactly
if,
how it worked.
you're writing and then, oh, that F is very large. So, yeah, we used to do stuff like that. But, yeah, that was just a few years ago, of course.
Yeah, no, just 2 or 3 years ago before electronics. Yeah. No, we're not.
We're not. So, the kids were hilarious in not just that kid, but some of the other things they said. I like the name they came up with for their monster, the Taker Baker.
Take her away.
I thought that was a fun name. And I was like, that's interesting. What is that? What is it supposed
And that's exactly what the
That's-
builders had to figure
yes.
out. That was
that was fun. So they had 8 hours to build this story,
Mm-hmm.
and to build based on the story. And what was your we went through the different ones. What was your favorite one from the beginning?
Favorite build. Okay, so
Yeah.
I think Sam and Jessica had the most creative mind, and they really did. They tuned into that kid attitude,
Yeah,
and
they
it just
did.
really made it. Personally, I think overall I like theirs the best, to be able to really get in and just create this. We started off with the
World,
rat, and
yeah.
then just.
Well, they were going to do the rat,
Yeah.
and then they, Tyler and Amy
Found
were.
out Tyler and Amy had already started it, and were already actually had the head done and everything.
And
so they're
Jessica
like,
was like, "Look,
I'm
theirs
not
is
gonna
so
compete
cute."
with that, and so we're
I'm-
going to do our own thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did. So
Yeah. And
it was good to see them come out. I don't know. I liked that team, and so I'm glad they got rid of the drama and they're working together well.
I
and
know
that
they do
creativity's
really
coming
well
out.
working together. It's kind of like us.
Mhm.
Kind of like us.
Mhm. Like at the first.
Not
like
as
us?
many years
Or,
experience. but-
no.
Hey, we work together well.
We do work together well.
I mean, we worked together a long time.
We
so-
have. It's been a while.
Yes.
So,
Oh, I did like their horse. I thought it was totally adorable. It had the leotard, and it was an element that I wasn't expecting, but something a kid would totally do.
yes.
And they really didn't put limits on themselves as far as I did see some of the other models that were more of a, okay, this is going to be very nice, neat little package.
Mhm.
That is so not what a kid would do. I mean, some kids, and it looks great to us adults, but a kid is everywhere, all over the paper, even behind it, and they're not afraid here I'm drawing something and I'm going to scratch it out and then just draw around it.
So what about the twist that came after the 8-hour mark?
Oh,
When they
yes.
said, yeah, that was the part where I felt that
You forgot to mention the special guest too. We'll go back to that.
Okay, we'll go back.
Okay, the twist.
the twist when they told them that they had to now they had 5 more hours to do something that the kid alone said, and each kid had their own idea. Now
I was curious who was going to get the dark.
some of those
the
kids,
dark.
some of those kids were really good with their ideas, and other kids it's kind of like, all right, we're gonna and
Oh,
that was the
that's
thing with
very
like,
detailed.
Sam and Jessica with the rainbow legs and riding a sled, or
Peppermint legs.
candy cane legs,
Candy cane
and
legs.
riding a sled. And I was like, oh, they're like, oh, very detailed.
Oh,
Yet they
okay.
pulled it off, and we're able to make that.
We can't not do that. It's on film now. Can we exchange the kid, please? Yeah, I thought that was awesome. But I really liked Boone and Mark's storybook. It was very creative, and you know the judges did not like all the gray space
Yes.
that they called a parking lot.
Well, they got a B-. I mean, what do you expect when the kids give you a B-? I mean, there's. And they realized that. They said, because they said they were giving other people 100 out of 100, and you know, what was it? I would give you my
And then they were like,
$120.
I would totally do this build more than I would play games.
Yeah, and then I would give you my $120 to buy this, and then they got a B-. So they were kind of like, oh, wait.
It was hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh.
So they were a little bit nervous with their B-.
So, and I felt badly because they called it a parking lot. I'm like, doesn't look like a parking lot, but I guess I see what I saw what they meant because it was great.
And they told them they could put more houses there and build. I mean, the kids had ideas.
Yeah, they did, but it was.
They didn't
it was
give
awesome.
them until the end, though. That's the problem.
We just need one more hour. You know, if it wasn't timed, you could do amazing things.
Oh, I think, yeah.
I think the
I
time
can only
element-
imagine what any of the teams would
Like,
could
if they
do.
at first you're like, let's do all these things, and
If
they're
they
like,
gave the
3
teams-
hours,
Yeah.
let's cut out all these things.
If it was like, okay, here's your idea, read back Friday with it, I can only imagine what they would come back with.
Oh, I know. I know.
Be a completely different show, though.
Okay, Tyler and Amy's had the floating platforms
Mhm.
that I thought were extremely creative.
And the big giant veggie with
Oh, I love that, the giant carrot. And then I
monster that came
loved
out.
all of the little, they were broccoli. Bats.
Yeah, and when they said, when they got that suggestion, I thought, oh man, they're in trouble, because that's going to be
I
this
know.
giant carrot monster, and
It-
broccoli falling from the
But
sky, and
it
they're
really
like, oh, okay.
looked like a carrot. And those really looked like broccoli.
Mhm.
Like, you could tell what it was, for sure, supposed to be. And then I'm like, oh, Lego thought of everything because they even put the little bat wings there. But it was really amazing to see what they came up with. And then when the kids said, like, that's how I imagine their eyes, and big googly eyes. Like, that's such a huge compliment. I know when people come here into the store and they say such great things about what you've done, right? Like,
Yeah.
here's how I imagine it, and here's what I've done. And then they're like, I hope this is here forever, or this is so awesome. I mean, it just feels so good to know that, like, from a kid.
No, I think
perspective,
that's exactly
that,
it.
like,
Getting the
that's
kid
awesome.
feedback was probably even more important than getting the
I
judges'
know.
feedback on some of these things. 'cause that's
And they're so
exactly it.
brutally honest. Kids do not hold back, do they? No, they don't. That's why they have kid shows just about what they say, right?
Yeah.
And because they really do just feel like honesty is the best policy. And so it was really awesome to see that they really did fulfill what the kid imagined, and then some, right? Like, it was just amazing. Like, all the kids were amazed.
Yeah.
And so, I really liked those broccoli bats, and I loved how they were coming out and just all over.
Yeah.
Okay, Christian and Aaron, we haven't said anything about their build.
No. So they were having trouble too. They were having troubles, but they had.
That's kind of
they
like
had
the
trouble
take-a-waker.
taking away from the. They were having their vision was more literal. And that was some of
Yes.
the earlier teams got in trouble with that, and they fell into that trap on this one. So when they went with
Well-
a messy house, it was a messy house, and the judges said, well, it's too messy because stuff doesn't stand out. And they went with a literal house, and they went with a literal, you know, where everyone else kind of did, you know, their houses were unique. And
I did like, everyone had a lot of color. It was really beautiful. What stood out to me on Mark and Boone's was the clouds. I really liked all the clouds. Like, I thought that looked really pretty. But on Christian and Aaron's, I thought it really did look very, like if we were doing, like you said, a literal one, it was so beautiful. Really, it was. But if you are looking at it from like a kid perspective, it was like, oh, okay, that's nice. I thought it was really nice. I mean, I would spend hours playing with that.
But they did have the remote control thing that was just pleasing to the kids, and I think that's what did it for them when they had the
that was awesome.
when they had the disco ball turning and making, you know, that impressed the kids, and that's what the judges even said. You know, the kids were impressed by it.
I hope at some point, like after we know who the winner is and everything, okay, let's all get together and make this huge, amazing thing that we could, like, you know, once the travel bans are lifted and all of that kind of thing, and people want to go places again, we can travel to and go see this amazing build.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome. I don't know what it's called. A thing.
The thing. Okay.
Sit down.
We're on Flynn and Richard, right? We didn't start.
Yes.
All right, Flynn and Richard. They had an interesting concept as well, but I get what the judges were saying, that it was it looked nice, but it was very basic in the build. And they kind of had mentioned at the beginning as they were going that, oh, things aren't coming out quite like we wanted to, and we're falling behind the other teams. So they knew they were falling behind, and I think they got a little bit nervous, and I think that's what caused them to...
I need a disclaimer.
Yes.
I'm going to hold up a sheet that says, we're sorry if this hurts your feelings.
Because you like them?
Their feelings, because it hurt. I do, I like them, and I think they have amazing... I still remember what they did with that clock, and I'm like, yes, I need that. I need more of that.
Yeah.
So like a director, like, give me more.
It's like being the, you know, sports reference, the armchair quarterback. You can sit there and critique the quarterback all you want, but you couldn't do it yourself.
I know. I know.
We're going to critique them on our expert opinion, but...
you know, sorry.
My city would be, you saw my bridge last week. That's how my city would be too. It'd be like basic blocks. There's no...
And wasn't it Duplo?
Shh. No, it's okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, I did the Duplo.
No, that's right. I did a Lego one. You did a Duplo one.
Okay.
Mine was just pre-built. Anyway, back to...
Okay.
The conveyor belt was cool though. I like the way that they pulled the characters into the house and got it going and everything. But it was very different when.
And I did like that it was hinged where the.
And if you walked in and saw that alone, it would have been like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. But then you see the other four and it's like, wow, that one really wasn't that good.
It was good.
It was good. It was just not as good. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's keep the perspective that these people are amazing, because, but you're comparing them to each other.
You're trying not to burn bridges, like these people are gonna be our friends.
I know.
You're hoping one day, right? Is that it?
One day. I'm gonna have them all right here. In
They're all gonna come to the store and do a bill for us. And like,
I
remember
remember
that time when you said that we were terrible? Yeah. No.
I wasn't there.
So we're not
And
coming
they're gonna
out.
walk out. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Got it. Okay. So that's everyone, right? Yeah. So Flynn and Richard and Sam and Jessica were the bottom two. No, sorry.
I'm like, okay, no.
Flynn and Richard and Christian and Aaron were bottom two. Tyler and Amy, Sam and Jessica were the top two.
Yeah.
So I like Sam and Jessica better, personally, but the
I
judges
really loved
picked-
Tyler and Amy's because they
judges
have been,
picked.
I thought they've been knocking it out of the park, or I think, knocking it out of the park for the last few weeks, and I really like how creative they are. And I love that, like, it's a little bit of surprise because they look really, like, conservative and
See, 2 weeks ago I thought they should
you
have
know,
won.
tidy, and then they're like, whoa, we got these wacky ideas and they're so awesome. And
2
I'm
weeks
like,
ago
yes,
I thought they
are,
should
they're
have won,
awesome.
and last week you thought they should have won. This week they did win, but
Yes, rightfully so.
they finally took it,
Rightfully
and they
so.
got a trip to Legoland, New York.
Yes.
They'll be
That's
opening
July 4th.
July 4th. We'll see if anything
We'll see.
opens. Maybe we'll open with the rest of the world July 4th. We'll have
I
like this
know.
big celebration. Everything will be open finally.
Yes. And she'll still be able to travel because they announced
That
they're having a baby.
Well, you say they can travel. How long ago did they film this? She could be 9
That's
months
true.
pregnant now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't know.
Oh.
But yes,
We
they
may have
do-
to postpone it a little bit.
yeah.
Who knows?
We'll see. Bottom two, again, was Christian and Aaron
Oh,
and
that
Flynn
was
and
so
Richard. And just looking at it, I knew it was coming, but Flynn and Richard did get sent home.
That was sad.
It was sad. I mean, it's.
Every week it's sad now.
I said that. Well, I think it was sad the first week. They were all so talented. There's not, it's
I
not like
know.
other shows where you're rooting for someone to go home.
You're
This
like,
one
you're
was-
evil, get out of
yeah.
here.
It was like
No, they're all.
It was like when the first week when they said, all right, nobody's going home. We're like, okay, good, none of them are going home. But then the second week they didn't.
They
give you
just
that.
postponed your sadness.
They kept pushing it. So
Yes. And next week, they're going to be pairing up with another team.
that's going to be interesting.
It
Teaming it, it's going to be 2-on-2. 2 teams against 2 teams. So I guess it's going to be, I don't know, the elimination's going to be interesting on that one. So
Yes.
the winning team and the losing team will be the bottom 2, and then how are they going to decide which of the losing team goes home? Is it going to be how they work together and how they, that'll be
Yeah.
interesting. It'll be an interesting twist next week.
Well, I'm hoping that. I don't know. I was going to say I'm hoping for certain pairs, but at the same time. Okay, let's go with that.
Go with that.
Who do you want to be paired up? We've got Boone and Mark.
I think they already showed
Uh,
some boots.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I think
missed
Christian,
that
Aaron, and
part.
Sam and Jessica are together, and
Where
I
did
think
I
it's
go?
Tyler and Amy
To
with
refill
Mark and Boone.
popcorn, or
You might have taken a break. You checked out or something. I don't know.
Well, I didn't fall asleep. That's
Sure.
I don't.
Well,
Anyway,
I don't remember exactly the pairs, but they did show the pairs. So
Well, I'll give my opinion anyway because I know you want it.
of course I do.
Okay, I'm hoping Tyler and Amy, and Boone and Mark are together, and Sam and Jessica and Christian and Aaron.
I think that's what you get.
Is it?
I think that's what it is.
We'll find out.
Yes.
Let me know.
To be continued.
Yes.
You can let my wife know when she's wrong. But she's right on this.
I may not like
So-
it. You can tell me.
All right. So overall for the episode, the fabulous bricks.
I liked it.
1 brick. 2 bricks.
Oh, I thought you were like, if you like it,
3
it's only
bricks.
1. If you really like it, it's 2.
More bricks.
I would say 5.
5 with the happy face or no? I say it's happy eyes. It actually may be scary eyes. I don't know.
I don't know. What would a kid say?
Let us know. So happy eyes or scary eyes? I don't know. There's. It's a pretty good episode. I like the twist with the kids. I like having the
I would say with the
storybook.
half.
I
Because
like
they were
having
adorable.
the books. I mean, Lego makes some incredible books. Idea books that have the storybook in it, and this was kind of a twist on that. They had to actually build that in real life, so it was a fun episode. And as you're
Yes.
getting smaller, you get more screen time with these characters, with these teams, and they get to see what's happening. So,
Yes.
all right. Anything else today?
No, I liked it a lot. I thought everyone was creative. It's just that saw it more from a children's perspective, or some saw it more from a children's perspective, and some saw it more like an adult
Yeah,
perspective. So,
but every challenge every team has their strengths and their weaknesses, and you can see that in each of these
Yes.
episodes. So,
I know.
all right. So as usual, you can subscribe to us. You don't want to miss anything that we have to say. I know it.
Hit the
You
bell.
love us. You think we're great, especially if you watch to the end of this. And we want to hear a few things from you. I mean, did you notice the change up today? There was a little bit of a change up. I think you noticed. Just
Like
comment
it.
down below. Let us know what changed.
Like it,
Like
share
share it.
visit us
Get
online.
notifications, and visit us online, centralstationtoys.com. We've got a wide selection of toys available for you local to come pick up here at the store. I know it's a trying time right now, but you can come down, pick up your order online. Just come down and pick it up. We'll bring it out to the car.
Or we'll ship it out
Or we'll
to
ship
you.
it to you if you're not from the area. We've got plenty to be able to ship out. Yeah, but I guess that's it for today. Again, I'm Chris
Stephanie.
at Central Station
Take
Toys.
care,
Thanks for
guys.
watching,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye. See you next week.